Hi, my name is Jessica, and today the topic we will be debating is the practice of trying juveniles as adults. We, the affirmative, believe that the United States government should strengthen and revise policies to eliminate juveniles being tried as adults. The policy we are proposing is that juveniles stay in the juvenile system until they are the age of 18 rather than being placed in adult prison. What it means to be tried as an adult is that in some states there are automatic transfer laws that require juvenile cases to be transferred to adult criminal court if both the following are true. 1, the offender is of a certain age, usually 16, and 2, that the charges involve a serious or violent offense such as rape or murder. My claims I'll be making today are that 1, juvenile systems allow for age-appropriate rehabilitation. 2, children are not adults, and 3, that juveniles are not fully developed. As for my first claim, that juvenile systems allow for age-appropriate rehabilitation, the purpose of the juvenile system is to aid youth who have made poor decisions. Based off of the article, Should Juveniles Be Tried as Adults?, published by Huffington Harcourt, since the juvenile court was started more than 100 years ago, a basis assumption underlining the juvenile court has been that juvenile offenders shouldn't go through the adult criminal court. It was created to handle the juvenile offenders on basis of their youth rather than their crime. The purpose of the juvenile court is treatment and guidance rather than punishment. Also, juvenile systems provide youth with the opportunity to better their futures. From an additional article, Should Juveniles Be Tried as Adults?, written by James Carter, the author states that research shows that the rate at which juvenile violators of the law turn their lives around as opposed to older violators is remarkable. With use of rehabilitation, psychological guidance, and punishment, it is efficient to teenagers who have been convicted of crimes. Sentencing a 12-year-old to life in prison just seems morally unjust, especially when there is high probability that their lives can be turned around. This leads to my second claim, that children are not adults. The severity of the crime does not determine adulthood. Paul Hines, founder of WUWM, states that Alex Herbal, a 16-year-old knife-wielding student who attacked classmates and security guards at a Pennsylvania high school, has been charged as an adult with 4 counts of attempted murder and 21 counts of aggravated assault. But 16 is not an adult. Pressing charges as an adult does not change that fact. We do not yet live in an Orwellian world in which 2 + 2 = 5. Calling a child an adult does not, in fact, transform them into one. Also, claiming a child's actions to be that of an adult does not make them an adult. Hines also says in the same article that if the goal is to ensure a lengthy sentence is achieved, then why stop at charging them as an adult? Why not charge them as a black man? That ought to put them away for a long time. According to a study, black men serve jail sentences that are 20 times longer than white men for the same crime. But black is not white, adults are not children, and 2 + 2 is not 5. This leads to my third claim, that juveniles are not fully developed. Science proves that juveniles are not fully developed and therefore do not function as fully developed adults in numerous situations. From the article used previously, from debate.org, the author claims that adolescent brains are not fully developed until around the age of 20. They lack the frontal cortex, the lobe of the brain that helps with reasoning and judgment. Teens also do not have a fully developed cerebellum, the area of the brain that helps with controlling impulse. Without these 2 physical characteristics that separate men from boys, teens cannot possibly be expected to endure the same consequences as fully matured adults. Also, juveniles are not competent enough to stand in front of court. Robert Schwartz with CNN wrote an article called Kids Should Never Be Tried as Adults. In this, he addresses a case in Pennsylvania about 20 years ago. A 9-year-old Cameron Kosher fired a rifle out the window of his home, hitting a 7-year-old neighbor. He killed her. He was tried as an adult. The district attorney argued that Cameron had lied when asked about the shooting, and that lying was something that adults do. The judge subsequently kept Cameron's case in the adult court. The boy seemed normal, the judge said, so there was nothing for the juvenile system to treat. Cameron also dozed during pretrial motions, which showed a lack of remorse. As for a plan of action, As a country and community, we should be fighting to save these children, not throw them away with the people that we as a society deem as monsters. We need stronger school systems, more school programs, more counselors at school than cops. When kids are in high school, they should be taking anger management classes to deal with their emotional and cognitive changes they are going through. These young offenders may know right from wrong, but they are unable to process the long-term effects of their decisions. And most teens live in the now. They aren't thinking about tomorrow or 5 days from now. We need to step up and help these kids, not lock them up.